What's your take on utilizing this space of NFT and metaverse, let's say down the line, upcoming years? Do you consider them to be the part of your community?
Absolutely, with all due respect, that's where Gen Z is. That is a part of digital community harvesting. And we feel we have an advantage in terms of getting into the NFT and metaverse space primarily because we can offer the tangibles.
So this community that you have been hosting is both online and offline, right? What's your take on utilizing this space of NFT and metaverse, let's say down the line, upcoming years? Do you consider them to be the part of your community?
Absolutely, with all due respect, that's where Gen Z is. That is a part of digital community harvesting. And we feel we have an advantage in terms of getting into the NFT and metaverse space primarily because we can offer the tangibles. From
Yeah,
our
we have
understanding,
goods.
what we have understood is any NFT or any digital community, people, for them to follow any digital community or a cohort, it is important that you give them some tangible benefits. Now,
Hmm.
in our scheme of things, I mean, we have Ritik. If let's say we launch an NFT where the exclusive benefit of that NFT holder goes on to becoming having a dinner with Ritik, there
Yeah.
is a reason why everybody would want to. Similarly, if we create NFTs around fitness pieces and we
Hmm.
launch an exclusive collection only for the ones who, let's say, run 50 kilometers in a year, or sorry, 50 kilometers in a week or more, there is a reason why people would want to. So we feel there's a very important and very um, strong marriage between what we can offer online in terms of the tangibles and the way we can leverage the digital community through NFTs.
Okay, if you want to put in simple terms your marketing strategies, let's take an example, you want to jot down in points so that any e-commerce brand, let's take an example, a small e-commerce brand who is developing in any category from home. So let's say a housewife started selling homemade cookies. It can be an e-commerce startup. So what are the marketing strategies that you can highlight which you have got benefit out of it as a brand in this journey of almost a decade now? So what are those strategies, if you can highlight in simple words, if you can jot down the
Sure.
points?
So I think first, since we spoke about community, let's just bring up the community aspect because when you cater to a cohort, when you keep talking to them and keep delivering to them, your KPI in terms of the repeats become very
Yeah.
strong. So customer repeat rate is very important for laying down a robust e-commerce brand because that's where your maximum revenue comes from the customers who are coming back to you again and again no matter what.
Repeat customer.
Second, I think the cross pollination or the collaboration, because that brings in newer traffic, and then it's subject to us, it's unto us how do we convert them into existing consumer base. In our case, because our range is so wide in terms of the different product offerings and they also happen to be across different platforms, any kind of cross pollination or collaboration has always helped us benefit because it brings in newer traffic. uh, to give you a simple analogy, the traffic on Mintra, who lands there for apparel and fashion, is very different from the traffic which lands on Flipkart.
Okay.
Because Flipkart consumer is buying accessories and equipment, they're not really the same as there is an overlap for sure, but there is room for newer people. Now, if we cross pollinate, if we create something together, then there is likelihood of the traffic increasing both ways, which means you're
Okay.
bringing this guy here and that guy there. And this is just two platforms. We have multiple platforms. We have Go Noise. We have we're going to be launching our sports nutrition. We have Cure Foods, Eat Fit. We have
This cult fit, I
Cult
think.
Fit.
Yeah.
So there are multiple platforms that we work with, multiple partners that we work with. So this really gives us a lot of benefit. And third, I think, is a very strong content strategy at the heart of it all, where now we have started pushing the consumer towards the kernel. Earlier, we used to create content with a lot of influencers, which continues to be the practice.
Right.
Now, our content is also becoming heavily user generated. That means
Okay.
we've just opened up the community saying, hey guys, looking for HRX athletes.